Hi, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational. I'm your host, Hannah Aaron Brown. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back. We are back. That's from The Hangover, which doesn't age well, but I do like that part. Anyways, my sister left on Sunday morning early, and we had so much fun together. You know, after like a vacation slash like having someone in town, you're just like doing a bunch of fun things. By the end, you just kind of feel like a puffy, bloated nightmare of yourself. That's where I'm at right now. I kind of feel like a husk. Like I feel like Dave Portnoy on the beach, just kind of crusty, dusty, bloated, and basting. And I'm not like punishing myself, but like woof, like I'm so excited to get myself back on track, get my steps in, maybe have a salad, some water here and there, because by the time my sister left, I was like 50% cheesecake, 50% alcohol, 100% laziness. And again, like not punishing myself. I'm like, I know I've said it before, I'll definitely say it again. I am anti-punishing ourselves for having like a fun period of time. That is life. Like life is meant to be lived. Like I said last week, we're meant to have these big, juicy, sexy lives. And part of that is having fun with the people we love. But also it's all about balance, baby. So I'm at a point where I am genuinely excited to get back into my routine. Also, the first day back to work after like a week of being out of my routine was honestly brutal. I had to do like a lifestyle photo shoot for my day job yesterday. And when I tell you the actual, like, literal last thing I wanted to do was like get in my car and drive somewhere far and have to just like exist in the world, that's the case. That's the truth. And it ended up being fun and going great. And like, I truly love my job. So it was fine, but I was just like already running on fumes. And then I got home and I took a 2-hour nap and it was glorious. Also, I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. I'm normally very anti being social on Mother's Day for obvious reasons, but this year I actually got together with a friend who lost her mom within the last year, and we grabbed lunch with Jake and her fiance, and it was really, really fun. We quite literally laughed and cried. And those days are always so hard because, like, for any of us who have complex feelings around them, complicated feelings around them, we never know how we're going to feel. We never know what we're going to want. So I'm a huge proponent of just leaving tough days open to let them be whatever they want to be. But like being social when it comes to like being around people you actually like and not just arbitrarily being like, I don't want to be alone. So like, let me go get coffee. Like that's a different energy that I do not like. But being with like a good friend and a safe person and commiserating was really, really special. So I hope everyone's hanging in there. On another note, I'm deeply stressed about the Hantavirus. It kind of sounds like Hantavirus. I'm not going to make this about me, but like apparently there are like confirmed cases in LA. And I'm like, guys, we already did this. We already fucking did this. Okay. And I don't want to die at the mercy of a virus caused by rat shit. Okay. Rat excrement. And I don't even know how it happened. And obviously I feel for the people on the boat, but like, couldn't they have just like stayed on like quarantined on the boat? Like on the boat, like now it's on land. Like here we fucking go again. Here we go again. Honestly, you know who understands it, who often like has the feelings of how I feel and words them in a way that I can't. HRH Collection. I don't even know her real name. She's an unhinged TikTok creator, but unfortunately she always gets it. This is how I feel about the Hantavirus. This is me finding out that there's a case of Hantavirus in Los Angeles.
I do not belong in this motherfucking world, okay? Like, I really fucking don't. Stop texting me! Stop! Stop! Fuck you. I'm a psycho. We know this. You're going to hell. Shut up! What? Careful! How may I help you, sir? I am Mr. Good. And I'm gonna do me, okay? Stupid simple! They are so sick. I care.
And I'm only halfway through that video, but she just always sums it up because she's always in the middle of a crash out when she posts. I don't think she's a good person, but God, fuck, her videos are funny. I am really like, we cannot in one lifetime experience another lockdown, like another pandemic. Like, I'd rather take 2 rusty forks, shove them in my eyes, twist them around, and pull out my own eyeballs, and then go through this again. Full Scarlett Johansson Marriage Story meme. No fucking thank you. I'm scared. Now that said, if we get another lockdown, I'm going to be making TikToks all day, every day, all night, because the first go round, I was too mentally ill to do that, okay? I was meditating. I was doing manifestation workshops. I was doing inner child work, like laying on the tile of my courtyard. I now, like, if we do this again, I'm locking the fuck in and I'm getting famous this time around, okay? Bet. All day, every day, video, 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 video. Y'all are going to be so fucking sick of me, and I'm sorry in advance, but, like, I cannot squander that opportunity again, especially if we're forced to go on lockdown. Ugh. And just when I was like really getting to my workout routine, just when like body was starting to get T, like I just can't even. I'm exhausted. Again, Scarlett Johansson, marriage story, meme. Another quick update. My sister and I, back to my sister being in town, we had this glorious trip to San Diego, and I just want to thank everyone who sent me tips and share some of the highlights for people who might be in San Diego at any time. First of all, we did some great thrifting at Day to Day Collective. So cool. So many different vintage vendors. So there were like different styles and everything was really well curated, really well organized, and like decent prices. I got these amazing red like vintage Nike shorts that are a bit oversized that have like a shell material. And my plan is to like roll them 3 times at the waistband, wear a Hanes like boys tank, black bra, white pointy pumps this summer. Very Carrie Bradshaw core. I cannot fucking wait. Also, we went to this amazing vintage store called Sunset Vintage, and I found this really cute little brown on brown Gucci, I think they call it a pochette like shoulder bag, really cute. It was like 300 something bucks. Okay, now we're manifesting a point in my life where I can just say, I love this, it speaks to me, I found it found me, swipey, swipey, it's mine. Obviously, I'm not in that point in my life. But I thought it would be funny to prank Jake and just take a picture with it and say, threw this on the Amex, which like, I know that I'm Delulu. I know that I'm a Leo. I would never fucking do that. I like have weird spending guilt, which I think I've talked about before. I would never do that. I sent that to Jake. My sister and I are like giggling, being like, oh my God, that's so funny. Like he's going to be like, what? He just didn't respond. And then later we talked on the phone and I was like, did you get my text about the Gucci bag? He was like, yeah, I mean, I just saw that, like, I knew you weren't in a Gucci store. I knew that it was secondhand, so I just figured it couldn't have been that bad. And I was like, babe, you really think I would do that to you? And he's like, I don't know. Like, I know it's a tough weekend for you. I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it. And I was like, okay, I feel bad that you think that your wife is someone who would just, like, put a Gucci bag on the credit card. And then also, I'm like, I should have probably, like, used that, like, the dead mom, like, pulled the dead mom card, used it as an excuse, and gotten the damn Gucci bag. Like, damn, that would have been helpful to know. But, like, also, like, we're not living in a financial world where you just go swipey, swipey, swipey on Gucci bags. Can't wait to be living in that world, manifesting that world for sure, but we're not there yet. We also stayed at the Lafayette Hotel. And here's my honest opinion. We're going to get more into it, into like my qualms with the Lafayette Hotel during Grow Up. But here are my thoughts. First of all, aesthetically, it's gorgeous. Okay, when it comes to like making sure you get that fucking Instagram photo, they have thought of everything. Every corner is gorgeous, vibey. Take a picture in front of it, take a picture in front of that. Stunning, okay? Food is good. Love that it's resort style. They have like multiple restaurants. They have like a bar open until 2 a.m. Like you do not have to leave the property, which is awesome. The hotel itself is in kind of a random location. So like you wouldn't really want to leave, or like if you did, you would most likely Uber to like a different pocket of town just because there's not a ton like right there. But it also wasn't perfect. Okay. Like Instagram can be a lie sometimes. Oh, another highlight. Sorry. The staff was absolutely lovely. They were so fucking nice. Everyone who worked there was really, really sweet and on their shit. Here's a couple things. I've heard tell that the management behind it is not the best. And I've heard tell that like a couple like developer bros just like bought it up and made it pretty. And it shows. Here's where it showed the most. There are a couple aspects. One, no full length mirrors in the rooms. Okay. So you're telling me you're going to make a hotel that is so gorgeous. I'm going to want to look hot. I'm going to want to wear my cute outfits, get fucking pictures all over the place. And you're not going to provide a full length mirror in the rooms? I'm sorry. Blasphemous. Blasphemous. There were also, this is going to make me sound like a boomer, but I don't really care. People were like running through the hallways being loud at 2 a.m. And did I want to be asleep by 2 a.m.? Not really. I wanted to be out. I wanted to be hot and having fun. But my sister wasn't in that mood. So we went to bed early. And honestly, I'm happy we did because we both, like, I talk a big game, but I was fucking tired by 10 p.m. too. So we were asleep. Okay. Which, like, people are going to party. It's a party hotel. I understand that. But, like, People should not be running up and down the hallways at 2 a.m. And the thing is, because it's open to the public, it's like, I don't know if that was just like a bachelorette party having fun, or if it was like a random like 21-year-old wanting to get their like 21st birthday photo and then like acting like a fool in the hallways, as you should at 21. But my old ass at almost 35 was like, ugh, what is all this racket? So, you know, again, do I sound like a boomer? Yes. Do I sound like a Karen? I really hope not. But just like in case you see it on Instagram and you're like, I want to go there, I want you to know, girl to girl, what to expect. Good photos, nice staff, no full-length mirrors, not the best sleep of your life. And we'll get into another issue during Grow Up that requires a little more time. Oh, also we went to this place called Mabel's Gone Fishing for dinner, and it was so fun. I am simply addicted to this establishment. Shout out to my sister for finding it. I was in love with the line cooks, the servers, the chef. They were all so knowledgeable, so fun. I had 3 stunning glasses of Garnacha per my server's recommendation that changed my life. I had enough of their homemade sourdough bread to like insulate a 1,500 square foot home. The tuna was amazing. The swordfish with the bacon lardons was also unreal. And then we finished with the chocolate mousse. It was so good. I loved sitting at the chef's counter because then we could kiki with all the cooks and everyone. And it was just like a really fun, elevated vibe, but like also very laid back and not fussy at all, which is my favorite kind of restaurant, when like the service, the food, and the drinks all fucking hit, but it's not hoity-toity or pretentious. That was exactly the vibe. So shout out to Mabel's Gone Fishing. I loved it, and I love everyone who works there. Okay, we're going to take a very quick break here, and then we're going to get into some pop culture updates because, boy, do we have a lot to catch up on. And we're back. Okay, there's so much Bravo stuff going on, like actually so much going on. I'm like overwhelmed, but we have a couple non-Bravo things that we have to discuss first. First of all, the Met Gala feels like it was 85 years ago, but I do have to touch base on the fact that a clip surfaced of Hudson Williams post Met Gala at 6 a.m. wearing boxers, a smoky eye, a white button-up, and like knee socks and loafers with a black hat. Truly like so fucked up. Like he looked like half dead in the morning after the Met Gala, like walking back to his hotel. And I was just like, I love a celebrity that's celebrities. And Hudson Williams is having so much fun with it. Like he was so brat in that moment, like so fucked up. And I was like, God, I miss celebrities who do not give a fuck. Even if it's due to them being inebriated, I don't really care. And then in this clip, you hear this woman in the background going, Hudson, it's an old lady that woke up early for Hudson. I woke up early for you, Hudson, please. And everyone's like, stop, get out of the way. I recently saw Hudson Williams at a restaurant in LA, and I literally said, I love your work. Like very subtly, very quietly. I was sitting at the bar. He was like walking by the bar on his way to his table, and I just said, I love your work. And he said, thank you. Very quietly. And I'm sorry, like I know that that's like a little trashy of me, but like I felt like it was the chicest way to say something, and I had to do it because it's fucking Hudson Williams. That's such a good sighting. But I'm just like, I love a celebrity who's celebrity as well and who has fun with it, because a lot of celebrities act like they don't like celebritying. And this is going to be a scalding hot take, and I'm sorry. Meg Stalter, with her fucking constant bits and the wigs and the costumes and it just constantly seems like she's poking fun at this industry. And it feels a little, what a perfect segue, Andy Sachs, when she starts working at Runway Magazine, where I'm like, oh, so this is just all a joke to you? Like you succeeding in this business that a million girls would kill to succeed in is just like, let me wear a wig and be like, ever had me? Like, I'm so Meg Staltered out. So all that to say, I appreciate that Hudson Williams is like having fun with this and being like, yeah, being famous and hot is cool and fun, and I'm going to like openly enjoy it. That brings me to The Devil Wears Prada 2. I saw it with my sister and Jake and my sister-in-law Abby. It was so fun. People are shitting on this movie, and I'm like, what did you fucking expect? Because what I expected was laughs, good clothes, all the familiar faces, a fun soundtrack, aspirational settings. I got all those things in spades. Like, what the fuck were you missing? What were you missing? I loved it. I had a blast. I really have no notes. Like, we got a Lady Gaga cameo. We got that fun song that Lady Gaga and Doechii did together. Fun plot. We got Andy wearing cerulean. By the way, there is a scene, no spoilers, with Nigel where I like ugly cried. And my sister looked at me and was like, loser. And I was like, I can't help but cry because we've been waiting for Nigel to get his flowers for 20 fucking years. Like, I really do feel like the movie did a good job of like evolving and like reflecting the world of fashion now, 20 years later, showing us where all these characters ended up, showing us the ways they have and have not grown. I love that Andy and her best friend, played by Tracy Toms, were still friends in the movie. And that Adrienne Grenier was gone. Sorry. And yeah, I just thought they did a really good job of like picking up where it left off in an organic way and like closing loops on things. I was like, no fucking notes. I had a blast. So that's where I stand on it. Also, the Netflix show Million Dollar Secret is back. If you don't like Million Dollar Secret or just any sort of like gaming type show, like social strategy type show, like Survivor, Traders, etc., it's not for you. But if you're feeling like a trader-sized hole in your heart, give Million Dollar Secret a chance. It's like Temu Traders, but it is also like so fucking good. Jake and I binged 3 episodes last night. I'm like, I gotta be done by the end of the week. It's like deeply important to me to know where it's going. Basically what happens is all these strangers, I also like that it's normies. I think that's refreshing. It's all these strangers in a house together. And at the beginning of the game, they all open a wooden box, and inside one of those boxes is $1 million. So one player secretly has $1 million and no one else knows who it is. Well, throughout the game, there's like clues that everyone else gets to try and figure out who the millionaire is to vote them out. And then the millionaire has challenges that they have to complete in order to like win certain things that give them an advantage in the game so that they're less likely to get voted out. And so it's a game of social strategy, and then they have to do challenges, of course. And it is so much fun. $1 million secret. That's how the host talks. I don't remember what his name is. He's like, it's $1 million secret. So it's a hoot. Jake and I are having a blast. I'm so happy there's a new season out. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the amount of television that I have to catch up on. Like, Bravo is feeding us so well. And with that said, I'm almost like paralyzed. I don't know where to begin. Like, I'm behind on Rhode Island. I just finished Ladies of London. Well, I have like 15 minutes left of the finale. I still haven't watched Beef season 2 on Netflix. That's not Bravo, but like there's just so many shows that I want to watch, and I'm like, ugh, that I'm overwhelmed. But $1 Million Secret, I'm giving it my undivided attention right now because that's what it deserved. Also, Charlie XCX came out with a new song called Rock Music, and it's controversial. A lot of people are just saying it's a bad song. They hate it. They're describing it as just kind of like lazy slop. And I've been listening to a lot of like think pieces on TikTok about it. And people love describing Charli XCX as hedonistic, which is like a huge tentpole of like her music and her overall brand. And I had to Google what that word meant. So hedonistic is a personal lifestyle or action devoted entirely to the pursuit of pleasure and self-gratification, often to excess. It stems from the belief that maximizing enjoyment and minimizing pain is the most important goal in life. It's frequently associated with luxury, indulgence, and sensual desires. And I feel like that's just so Charlie. So like in the song, like it was called Rock Music, and she leaked the lyric, or like they released the lyric, I think the dance floor is dead. And so people were like, oh my God, this is going to be a rock album. She's pivoting to rock music. How dare she say the dance floor is dead? Like Brat Summer never ends. And I'm like, Charlie is never going to do something that's like surface level. It's always like a wink and a nod. It's always like a commentary on something. She's making fun of society. She's making fun of herself. Maybe she's doing both. Like, I like the song. Is it my favorite Charli XCX song ever? No. Like, I feel like it's a bit annoying. Like, the amount of time that she goes, rock music is a little irritating. But, like, her music is often a slow burn. It's always one cut deeper than first meets the eye. And I just think we need to, like, let her cook. And, like, the song is viewed by critics as, like, a sincere troll or, like, a social experiment that was designed to, like, kind of fuck with us. And we're supposed to fuck with it in return rather than fully just, like, adopt it. And so I think it's also her kind of poking fun at the commercial success of Brat, because like, yes, that's something she was working towards for so long. But I also think like similarly when Ethel Cain did Perverts after like she became commercially successful, I feel like it's like Charli XCX kind of like weeding out the real ones from like the Brat Summer people who just found her when she was like really mainstream. And so I think she's like proving that she's always going to be experimental. She's still going to be Charlie. She's still going to be true to herself creatively. And like whoever is like down for the ride is like down for the ride, and whoever's not can fuck off, and she doesn't really care. So I'm having fun with it. And I also always like how she toys with the idea of like pleasure and having fun, and how that's often closely associated with like pain and her desire to sort of run into chaos and run into pain as she sort of pursues this quest to live this like big, awesome, flashy, indulgent, beautiful life and what that even means and what it looks like for her. So I think just let her cook. Like, this might not be your favorite song off the new album, but like, let's not get greedy. They can't all be hits. And also, like, I still like it fine. And by the way, we also just got the Wuthering Heights soundtrack like 2 months ago, which was perfect in my opinion. It was a work of art. So like, be fucking patient, okay? Let Charlie live. Also, last thing before Bravo is my favorite falling asleep boyfriend, Milo Manheim. It was revealed that he grew out his hair to play Flynn Rider in Tangled, which he is currently overseas shooting. And every time I think I can't be more obsessed with this young man, he does something where I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. Unbelievable. The long hair is so hot. It's like, he literally has Flynn Rider hair. It's like naturally like wavy. I'm like blushing just thinking about it. I need to chill the fuck out. He looks so good. Like a clip surface, he was in this little like Dodger shirt with his wavy Flynn Rider hair. And I was like, fuck, I can't wait for this movie. And then someone on TikTok like AI'd the Flynn Rider outfit on him instead of the Dodgers t-shirt with his long hair. And I was like, he's gonna be so fucking good in this movie. I actually cannot wait. So Milo Manheim has long, sexy Flynn Rider hair. This is not a fucking drill. And I'm thrilled about it. Okay, now let's get into Bravo news, because this is going to be like, thanks to Bravo, this is going to be like a 2-hour episode because Bravo is not slowing down. Okay, in the land of like Summer House, so much has been going on. So obviously they filmed the reunion. Sierra over the weekend exposed that Jenn Fessler and West may or may not have hooked up. So it all started when, at a recent event, Jenn Fessler defended West, saying he is this cutest, sweetest golden retriever puppy dog who, quote, didn't mean it regarding his breakup drama with Sierra. And she said, I love him. He's just trying to have a good time. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. Give him a break. Which just did not go over well on the internet. Everyone's like, hey, Jenn Fessler, shut the fuck up. Now, Jenn was really nice to me, personally, at BravoCon. So I was disappointed. And also, by the way, don't be in my DMs being like, don't you know who Jenn Fessler voted for? I don't follow Real Housewives of New Jersey like that. I don't. All I can say is she was nice to me when I interacted with her at BravoCon, and not everyone was, so that was nice. So that said, when I saw she made this comment, I was like, God, Jenn, don't piss me off. Like, don't piss me off. So then someone, like, they post this on Instagram, and Sierra comments, LOL, because they slept together too. Oh, so everyone's like, what? What? Jenn Fessler married Jenn Fessler, hooked up with West Wilson, and then West took to his stories to write, this is news to me. And then also on April 10th, like a month before, Jenn had made an anniversary post to her husband. And in the caption she wrote to her husband, happy 27, you could sleep with West or Amanda and I'd still stay, which is like weird to me. I'm just like, why bring like Bravo drama into your anniversary post? Like, I didn't really get that. But like, if she fucked West and then posted that, that's like even more insane, which leads me to believe that they didn't hook up. Maybe they made out. Maybe they were just handsy together at an event. But like, I really have a hard time believing that they fucked. Maybe I'm naive. I've been known to be naive before, but whatever. Then after the accusation, Jenn issued a statement telling Page Six, it's flattering that anyone would think someone who slept with Sierra Miller would be interested in sleeping with me. Okay. Then on Saturday, Jenn keeps going. She posted an Instagram story saying it is neither nice nor okay to, quote, post something categorically untrue and defamatory. And she added that is the definition of libel, and implied that she might even get the law involved. Then she appeared on Two T's in a Pod to say that she probably shouldn't have defended West so hard, and said, quote, I have never slept with West Wilson. And then she added that she has no plans to sue Sierra. Then meanwhile on Threads, Sierra doesn't give a fuck. She's posting a bunch of cryptic stuff. Like after Jenn threatened legal action, Sierra posted a meme of Lisa Barlow saying, I'm physically shaking, and like wrote lol. And then Sierra posted a gif of Michael Jackson eating popcorn saying, quote, me watching people back down with the cartwheel emoji. And then she simply posted yesterday, don't fuck with me. So honestly, like, Sierra's having fun with it on Threads. God love her for it. I think Jenn's, like, the amount that Jenn is playing into it doesn't look great to me. Like, if something is that untrue, I just, like, wouldn't even acknowledge it. I wouldn't even give it air. I wouldn't post about it on my story. I wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, okay, well, I'm staying out of these young people's messy business. It's not my business. I'm a married woman. Like, enough. So the fact that she had to like make a joke about it, then like post her story, then say something on the podcast, I'm just like, Taylor Armstrong, enough. Like, you're not making yourself look good here. Who the fuck knows if they hooked up or not? I mean, honestly, like at this point, I wouldn't put anything past anyone. Between like Bravo and like the Epstein files, I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is true anymore. And I'm naive and I give people the benefit of the doubt way too often. So I don't know. But God, this is messy. Then we got the Summer House reunion looks today, the morning I'm recording, Tuesday. We got Amanda Batula in this butter yellow set. Honestly, some people are comparing it to Sierra's revenge reunion look from 2 seasons ago when she was in that very gorgeous, like, kind of like purpley, bluish, grayish, metallic, like draped outfit. She looked amazing. Amanda's in like the Temu version. The draping is very similar, but also it honestly looks like she's reheating both Paige DeSorbo and Sierra Miller's nachos, because it kind of looks like Sierra's reunion outfit from the year after West's first season. And it kind of looks like Paige's outfit from that same reunion when she was in the white mesh like set with her hair like pulled back tight. So of course, like a shock to no one, Amanda has no personal sense of style, no sense of self. No surprise there, not my favorite. Then we have Bailey in this like chartreuse green drapey dress. Mia's look at the reunion, love her, not my favorite. I mean, here's the thing. Mia and Sierra turn out good looks so often that they can't all be hits. You know what I mean? Like they can't all hit them out of the park. And like I feel that this look of Mia's, she looks stunning. She would look stunning in a paper bag. Not my favorite. Sierra had this like old Hollywood glamour cool girl thing going on. I really like the red hair. I really like the tennis necklace. Overall, I really like it. I think just for me, I'm still flying high on the glamour shoot. I just think the glamour shoot was, everything was so impeccable styling wise on that shoot that I just like missed that look. And I want to see that look on this reunion couch, but I think she looks incredible. Lindsay, love the red dress. I think body tea. I just wish she would ditch the senator's wife blonde bob. And I love Lindsay Hubbard, okay? I'm really not trying to be a beast when I say that. I just want to see her go like a warm brunette and get some extensions. I just want to switch it up. I think it would be a moment. Like, look what happened when Ariana Madix went brunette and got some long, like, mermaid extensions. I want that for Lindsay. I think it would look amazing, but I like the dress. Dara, I think she looked beautiful. Again, she would look beautiful in anything. I thought it was a little boring, but whatever. Her and KJ are cute. Let them live. Also, Sierra was announced as the co-host of Love Island After Sun alongside my girl Taffy Pessoa. And I'm thrilled. I'm so excited for Love Island season. I think I just love the way that Love Island unites us all. I love that it's such a commitment. I love that we're promised good TV like every day of the week. I think it's very, very exciting. And even when you miss a few days, you're like, cool, what a treat to get to binge like 4 hours on Thursday because I missed, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. I think Sierra and Teffy are going to do a great job. I'm interested to see what the format of After Sun is like with 3 hosts. Like, are they all going to be together, like roundtable style with the contestants? Or are they going to each like take an episode here and there? Or are they going to break it into segments? I'm very curious, but I think it's a dream team of women and I'm excited. And again, like we already knew that like pre-West and pre-Amanda, Sierra was transcending Summer House. So I'm excited to see this part of her career trajectory. Also, at the NBCU upfronts a couple days ago, a clip aired from the Summer House reunion where Kyle said that he has receipts that reveal that West had a full-on girlfriend since February of 2025. And Sierra was like, yeah, he had a full-on girlfriend. And the whole cast is like talking together, like strategizing how they're going to drag these two at the reunion. And I'm just like, oh my God, inject it in my fucking veins, okay? There's also, it's been said that Sierra is going to come back to Summer House, like that despite being busy with like Dancing with the Stars and Love Island, she is going to be on Summer House, which I'm very interested in. That said, I need West and Amanda back in that house, okay? Because they need to repent for their sins. I'm sorry. Is it repent or atone? Either way, they got to do something biblical when it comes to their sins. They got to get their asses up and work. They got to sit their asses in that goddamn Summer House and take whatever treatment is coming their way from the rest of the cast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And like, obviously, I don't want Sierra to be driven off of Summer House. If she still wants to be on Summer House, that's her prerogative. But I will need them to be on the show as well. I do. Because I'm sorry, after Scandival, Raquel was driven out of LA and ended up doing like sound baths in Arizona. And like, I cannot suffer through that again. If these people have the audacity to do what they did, then they better bring that same fucking audacity into the next season of Summer House. Like, where is that energy? Also, back to Amanda Batula's butter yellow set at the reunion. I wrote about this on Threads. If I were Amanda Batula, my reunion outfit would have been a custom take on Odette's dress in The Swan Princess when it's actually the little old lady under a spell made to shapeshift into Odette. If you know, you know. There is a scene in The Swan Princess when the villain, Rothbart, whatever, the bad guy, shapeshifts the little old lady to look like Odette, and she's in this very hot black and red mermaid dress. That's like Odette's dress, but like sassy and evil. And if I were Amanda Batula and I knew that millennials were watching me and they all hated me, I would at least do something cunt and iconic like that and wear a custom version of the Odette, evil Odette dress. Okay. I'd be wearing black and red, full smoky eye, being like, I'm a fucking villain. I did a villainous thing, so I'm going to serve cunt villain at this reunion. The butter yellow is so boring. Ugh, it's a missed opportunity for a cunty fashion moment. So again, it's like the audacity with West and Amanda goes so far, and yet it doesn't go far enough, like where it counts. Get your ass back in that summer house. Turn out some villainous looks and like don't fucking disappoint me. I'm serious. Don't disappoint us more than you already have. Like if you're gonna do this shit, if you're gonna blow up multiple lives with your selfish behavior, let it play out on TV. It's only fair. Bravo also revealed the following. We're gonna get a bunch of new shows. Okay, we're gonna get Vanderpump Rules, Lisa Las Vegas, which is a limited series of Lisa Vanderpump opening a new business in Vegas, darling. Interested to see what that's gonna be. It's a limited series, so I'm like, is it going to be like focused on like Lisa and like Nicolene like picking out like ugly lighting fixtures, or is it going to be like hot messy servers? Because I'm going to need some hot messy servers. Also, I'm wondering why this casting notice never came across my desk, because I think I would be really good on a show like this. I would be sort of like the old bitch, like the old server where it's like, oh, she's married, she's settled in her life, like what is she doing in Vegas working at this restaurant? But I would serve big sis vibes and good confessionals. I think that's where I could really shine on a show like that. So if they get renewed for another season, even though they're saying it's a limited series, if they get another season, Bravo Casting, NBCU Casting, give me a call. Then they announced a show called Secrets, Lies, Texas Wives. Takes place in Burn, Texas. Here's the thing. Do we need to go to Texas in our reality TV programming? No. You know, do I want to know who these women voted for? Probably not. Am I sick of fucking Utah being foisted upon me in my reality TV programming? Yes. So I'll take Texas. Texas, you know it's bad when Texas feels like a reprieve because I'm so fucking sick of Utah, okay? Also, I love like a 2010s-esque Bravo show that is not Housewives, but centers on like a group of women. There was a show that came out in, I believe, 2023 called Real Girlfriends in Paris. That was very much like Gallery Girls-esque. It was one season. It was giving like Gallery Girls. It was giving Princesses Long Island. It was giving Eat, Drink, Love, like those 2010s types of shows about a group of girlfriends in Paris who lived there like in their 20s. It was so fucking good. Great rewatch, by the way. Not renewed for another season. So I'm down for shows like that because they feel very 2010s. They feel deeply safe. Do you remember like Most Eligible Dallas and God, what was that Atlanta show? There was another show that was just like Most Eligible Dallas, but it took place in Atlanta, and it was just like a bunch of hot, young, like 20-somethings, like hooking up and whatever. I love shows like that. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be fun. Roni season 16 was announced, and Real Housewives of New Jersey season 15. Okay, Roni season 16. I don't want to watch Erin Leachy. I don't need to see a show based around Erin Leachy. I think she's like an AI housewife. I don't care about her. And if Erin Leachy is on this iteration of Roni, I'm not kidding. I'm not watching. I think that cast was so bore. I don't want Erin Leachy stuffed down my throat anymore. As far as Ronjay coming back, I haven't been a consistent Ronjay watcher in a really long time. And now that we have like Rhode Island, I'm kind of like, do we need both? But like, good for them. Like, good for them. I might watch it when it comes back. Depends on the cast. Speaking of Real Housewives of Rhode Island, they got an early announcement that they were renewed for a second season. Unfortunately, Ladies of London has not been announced as being renewed for a second season. I'm still holding out hope. The finale, while I have 15 minutes left, like I thought it was a really good season. By the way, quick tangent, the Margot versus Mark fight. Here's where I stand on it. Mark is very triggering to me. I think Mark reads as the kind of young man who would have bullied me. The popular girls always are going to love Mark. Mark has always been like one of the popular girls. Like that's the vibe I get from him. If he likes you, he's the funnest person in the world. If he doesn't like you, he will make your life a living hell. Okay. Like I know Mark's game. I've worked with a lot of people who remind me of Mark. It's not my first rodeo with someone like Mark. Now that said, I would die for his approval. Okay. If I were on this show, I would be deeply sad if he didn't like me. And I don't think he would. I think he would think this girl's a lot. This girl's too intense. This girl's too much. Now, you're probably hearing me say this being like, oh, so you're team Margot. Don't put fucking words in my mouth, okay? I hate when two truths can't coexist when we're talking about reality TV. I do not fuck with Margot. Do I think it's funny to call people freaks? In general, yes. Do I think it's funny to call a queer person a freak? No, because I think obviously that's got a deeper meaning and it would be very triggering and hurtful. I've been where Margot's been before, where you want someone to like you so badly and they just don't. You're just not their cup of tea. And so anything they say feeds into this narrative that they don't like you because you're already intuiting what you know to be true. So then you push harder to get them to like you. And when that's not working, then you have a big emotional reaction that you cannot control because you're pushed to a limit and you feel backed into a corner, which only then gives him and the group of people who don't like you more ammunition to not like you even more. I have been Margot. Oh my God, at multiple serving jobs, okay? With the public panic attack and the mental breakdown, and everyone's just kind of cringing, looking at you like, honey. And it just makes it worse, but you feel so overwhelmed that you can't stop. And Margot handled it all wrong, like to like insinuate that a gay man is flirting with you and then to call him a freak and then to just get these bigger reactions because she's just not getting the response she wants out of him when what she should have done is just walked away and kept it moving and been like, we're not going to see eye to eye here, Mark. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Now, do I think Margot's reaction to Mark not liking her outfit was valid? Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal if someone doesn't like your outfit. Do I think it was mean of Mark to be like, your outfit sucks? Yeah, like it's fucking rude to say you don't like someone's outfit to their face. If it were me, I would just say it in my confessionals, knowing that like, this is Ladies of London, honey. We're not getting a reunion. So I'm going to make fun of the outfit in the confessionals, not to her face. Like, Mark, like, come on. Like, we can be bitchy and cheeky and funny, but you got to be smart about it. Otherwise, you're going to have Margot in your face fucking crying and accusing you of flirting, which is genuinely crazy. All this to say that that fight was a tough watch. And then also seeing all the other ladies coddle Mark and be like, we love you, Mark. We love you, Mark. And then see them throw Margot to the wolves. It was a tough watch. And then Margot like ripping Martha's head off when Martha's like, you are acting out of pocket. You are indefensible. That was also upsetting because I love Martha, my queen Martha, her Cruella de Vil laugh. I love Martha. And I don't think that Margot like shows up well for Martha as a friend. And I think she takes her for granted. So like, I do think like there is a valid reason why Margot has pushed people away. I think her behavior like understandably did push people away, but it was frustrating to watch because being where Margot has been before in my life, I'm like, girl, you got to just like take it on the chin, take some accountability, laugh it off when Mark says he hates your outfit. Because if you like your outfit genuinely, who fucking cares? And keep it moving. But the fact is, like, she is deeply insecure. And again, speaking from personal experience here, she's deeply insecure. So she tries to project confidence in a way that is so, like, showy and disingenuous and annoying and loud and obnoxious because she's insecure. I think about like me dating at that time in my life. I'm talking like mid-20s, early mid-20s, where I'd be like, whatever, I'm a 10. And if he doesn't like me, like if he can't handle me at my worst, he does not deserve me at my best. And it's like famous last words from the most insecure woman you've ever known in your life. Like, it's like, if you have to go around saying you're confident, then you're not. And that's the vibe I get from Margot. So like, I really hope we get another season. But fuck, like, this is just like that whole fight was just a playbook of like what not to do when the popular kid doesn't like you. Like, oh my God. And should we have like popular kids and not popular kids in adulthood? Like, no, but we do. For better or worse, in certain social settings, like we do. And Mark is like in that group, he's a cool kid. So Margot played it entirely wrong, like trying to turn everyone against him because it was never going to work. And I really hope we get another season. Next Gen NYC was announced. It premieres June 24th. We get Brooke Shields' daughter, Rowan, on the show, and Brooke Shields is making an appearance. Very, very exciting. Such a fun, chaotic trailer. I love those kids. They keep me young. I love them so much. Can't wait to see it. And then we have Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Roaring 20th, premiering on August 9th. Which is going to be like a road trip version of Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip that I think is going to be a fucking delight. And then they announced Bravo Fan Fest October of this year, October 24th. And I am definitely going. It is on. I was not invited by Bravo. I want to make that clear. I'm going to be going. So come hang out. Come see me. Let's all vibe in Charleston together. Bop-a-doo. Bop-a-dee-dee-dee. I already have friends of the pod who I'm planning on going with. We're going to stay together and do TikToks and go to Watch What Happens Live both nights and just like get, engulfed in all the shenanigans. Now, here's my unfortunate dark truth. I want to go to, by the way, Craig and Austin's Cursed Restaurant. I do. I think the food looks good and I think the martinis look good. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not proud, okay? I'm really not. But I am going to have to go there and get like some of their, I don't know, like caviar chips or whatever the fuck with creme fraiche. Like, I need to experience it. I'm sorry. Charleston is a far and long flight and an expensive flight. So when in Rome, I must go to, by the way, and I must go to Republic. It's called Republic. Okay. I'm also behind on Southern hospitality. I'm not proud. That's it on Bravo. Whoa. I feel like I was talking a mile a minute and we're still almost 45 minutes into this podcast. Let's get into Hannah's Hot Girl Corner. Okay, Hannah's Hot Girl Corner is when someone's mean to you, you just respond by saying, call me when your boobs come in. I think it's from Bridesmaids when that little girl and Kristen Wiig are fighting at Kristen Wiig's job and she goes, well, call me when your boobs come in. And she's like, you call me when your boobs come in. I just think it's hot and funny to de-escalate things by saying, call me when your boobs come in. It's so immature that I think it's funny. And I think being funny is hot. If Margot had just said to Mark, call me when your boobs come in, I think it would have de-escalated the whole fight. I think he would have thought it was cheeky and funny. So Hot Girl Hack of the Week. This one's free, you guys. Just next time you find yourself in a confrontation with someone, be it in the comments on social media or in real life, just say, well, call me when your boobs come in and see what happens. And if someone doesn't react well to that, don't blame me. I just think it empowers me when I feel like someone's pissing me off. Now let's get into grow up. Okay, so going back to my stay at the Lafayette Hotel with my sister, we had a problem. We had a real problem. So the pool is absolutely gorgeous, so aesthetic, a dream come true. There are about 30 pool chairs. They are first come, first serve, okay? So hotel guests can get to the pool as early as 7 a.m. I got down there at like 10 a.m. on Friday, and most of the chairs next to each other were taken. So I just took one in the sun, and my sister and I kind of just shared it and took turns because they let you put your towel down next to the pool if you can't get a chair, which gets pretty crowded during the like high hours of the day. But the problem was the next day we got there at like 8 a.m. and there were towels on all of the chairs by like 7:45 in the morning. But no one was sitting on the chairs. And I'm not talking like, oh, someone put a towel down and they like went to use the bathroom, or they're in the pool, or they're getting a snack or a cocktail and they're about to come back. I'm talking people came down at 7 a.m., threw a towel down to, quote, reserve the chair, and then were gone for hours. And my sister and I, the day we went down at 10 a.m. and we couldn't find two chairs next to each other, there were just a bunch of chairs with towels on them. So my sister's like, well, I'm just going to sit on one until someone yells at me. And then this girl and her boyfriend come down and she's like, wait, she's like in a panic. She's like, you were sitting there? And my sister's like, okay, well, someone hasn't been here like in forever. We were down there for like a solid 45 minutes before they showed up. And this girl's like, did you not see our towel though? And I was like, listen, you entitled little bitch, call me when your boobs come in. I didn't say that. I was just like, well, yeah, but we didn't know like when that towel was from, because it's like, to be fair, it's like, I don't know if that towel was there from 8 in the morning or if someone put it down like right before I got there. I don't know, because that's not how reserving a fucking chair works, okay? If you have the gumption to get to the pool fucking early and put a towel down and hang out there, that is your chair. But you cannot just fling a towel on a chair and be like, that's my chair for the day indefinitely. That is so entitled and so fucking crazy. And again, the staff at the hotel was delightful. But this is a management problem, okay? There was no signage being like, you can't reserve a chair with a towel. There was no pool attendant like clearing towels out of the way. So really, it was just like the first round of people who put a towel down felt like they were entitled to holding a chair for an entire day. And I'm just like, if you're going to pay the money to stay at this hotel, the hope is that you can enjoy the pool if you get down there a little bit after 7 a.m. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy entitled work. I just think entitlement is gross. And I think if you're someone who throws your towel on a pool chair and then walks away for hours and expects that chair to just be yours for the rest of the day, you need to grow up. Ugh. And like, I really, for my birthday, I wanted to like take a group down. I was texting multiple group chats being like, end of July, let's go to Hotel Lafayette. It's going to be so great. But honestly, it's a deterrent because I don't want my friends and I to have to deal with like not being able to hang out at the pool because there's all these like entitled guests who think that like throwing a towel on the chair means it's your personal chair. Like, that's not how this works. That's not showbiz, okay? In the immortal words of Lady Gaga, this is not Yuletide. So that's my grow up for the week. I'm wondering, should I keep ending with grow up? Because I feel like it's a bit negative. But like, I'm sorry, just nothing grinds my gears more than entitlement. Entitlement is gross and unattractive. You know what's attractive? Being curious. Curiosity is sexy. I clocked that recently. Like, I finally was able to put into words like what turns me on when I meet people, and it's curiosity. Hannah's Hot Girl Corner. Being curious is sexy. Asking someone a question, wanting to know more about people, things, situations, yourself, wanting to know why we do the things we do, where our motivations come from, how we can improve. Like, I think that's really sexy. Entitlement, not sexy. Summer should be fun. Entitlement, not fun. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for listening. If you don't follow me already, follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown across platforms. That's HANNAHAARON If you love this podcast, please leave it a rating and a review. It is so helpful, especially for small independent creators like me. Makes the show much easier to find, especially if we can get it to rank on the charts. People will be like, what is this show? Who is this girl? She's not famous. I might like her show. So leave it a rating and a review if you'd like, and share wherever. Subscribe, of course. Comment on YouTube. Leave a comment on Spotify. And if you ever want to get in touch with me or the show, email the podcast at notaspirationalpod@gmail.com. And that is all for me. Thank y'all so much for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.